Good morning, friends. We are continuing our problems. The problems already we have been discussed. We are revising that problems once more, and we are doing some extra problems in the exercise. So this is one of the important sessions because all the questions will be based on this exercise. So read this question. In what ratio does the point -4, 6 divide the line segment joining the points A and B? So we have to find the ratio which the 2 points A and B divides by -4, 6. So look here, this is the line. A and B is here. A -6 10, B 3 -8, and it is divided by a point P. It is divided by a point P -4, 6. Now, what ratio? We have to find the ratio. Here, the ratio is M1 is to M2. So, we have to find M1 is to M2. So, first I have to write section formula. So, section formula is about to find the ratio which each section lies. So, here in this question, we have two sections AP and PB. So you have to find the point of intersection using this formula. But in this question, the answer is given -4, 6. Now we have to find M1 and M2 from the question. So in the answer, X is -4 and Y is 6. So I only need to equate X equal to M1 X2 plus M2 X1 by M1 plus M2. So I am first equating xy -4, 6 is equal to m1 into 3. X1, X2, Y1, Y2 are here. X1, Y1, X2, Y2, all the elements are here. I just need to substitute all the terms. So X2 is equal to 3, X1 is equal to -6, Y2 is equal to -8, and Y1 which is equal to 10. So I just substitute x1, x2, y1, y2. I don't know the value of m1 and m2. So I am writing that as m1 and m2. So I have to find the value of m1 and m2. -4, 6 means this is equal to x and this is equal to y. Now I am just finding the values. M1 into 3 is equal to 3m1. M2 into -6 is equal to -6m2. M1 plus M2 directly I write here. M1 into -8 is equal to -8m1 and M2 into 10 is equal to 10m2. And now we can say that this -4 is equal to this first term and this 6 is equal to this second term. I am equating -4 and this first term. So if xy is equal to a comma b, x is equal to a and y is equal to b. I am equating -4 to the first term and 6 to the second term. Now I am taking the first term. -4 is equal to 3m1 minus 6m2 by m1 plus m2. In this first term, just I have to find m1 and m2. So I have to move this denominator to the left side. So bringing this m1 plus m2 to the left side, we get -4 into m1 plus m2. So -4 into m1 plus m2 is equal to 3m1 minus 6m2. I am multiplying this -4 to both the m1 and m2. Therefore, -4m1 -4m2. This minus and minus and plus become minus. So -4m1 -4m2. This minus is here is equal to 3m1 minus 6m2. I am bringing m1 terms to the left side, m1 term to the left side and the m2 term to the right side. So minus 4 m1, this 3 m1 when bring to the left side it will become minus 3 m1. Also this minus 4 m2 I bring to right side, so it will get plus 4 m2. Therefore minus 6 m2 plus 4 m2. Minus 7 m1 is equal to minus 2 m2. Therefore minus 4 minus 3 is equal to minus 7. Minus 6 plus 4 is equal to minus 2. And I am removing this minus from both sides. I can remove the negative sign from both sides. Just multiply into minus 1 on both sides. The minus will get removed. Therefore 7m1 is equal to 2m2. Therefore m1 by m2. I am bringing this m2 to the left side. m1 by m2 is equal to 2 by 7. I am bringing this 7 to the right side. Then it will get divided. So I get m1 by m2 is equal to 2 by 7, which means m1 is to m2 is equal to 2 is to 7. Just correlate. m1 is to m2 is equal to 2 is to 7. m1 is 2 and m2 is 7. So we get the ratios. So we get the ratio m1 is to m2 is equal to 2 is to 7. So now we have to verify this to y coordinate also. This is the y time. This is the second one is the y time. So I have to verify this to the y coordinate also. For that, I am giving this 2 is to 7 in this answer. So I will get 6. I have to verify whether it will get 6 or not. So I am giving 2 is to 7 to this y coordinate. So we have to verify the ratio to the y coordinate also. So we have to check whether y is equal to 6 or not. And we already found m1 is to m2 is equal to 2 is to 7. Y is equal to minus 8 m1 plus 10 m2 by m1 plus m2. I am giving 2 is to 7. Instead of m1 I am giving 2, and instead of m2 I am giving 7, and m1 plus m2 is equal to 2 plus 7, which is equal to 9. So minus 8 into 2 is equal to 16, 10 into 7 is equal to 70, which is equal to 54, 2 plus 7 is equal to 9, and 54 by 9 is equal to 6. So we checked, we already found in this question y value is 6. So we got this also 6. So we verified the y coordinate. It is correct. So 2 is to 7 is the answer. Therefore, the point minus 4, 6 divides the line segment joining the points A and B in the ratio 2 is to 7. So first, while you are answering a question, you have to write the complete steps. First of all, you have to write the formula used, then complete one by one steps, and finally you have to write one conclusion like this. Therefore, the point divides the line segment in the ratio 2 is to 7. This is the strategy, or this is the procedure to answer a question. Now we are moving on to the next question. Find the coordinates of the points of trisection of the line segment joining A and B. Here A and B are given. Trisection means we are dividing the whole line into three parts. First part, second part, third part. Now we have to find the coordinates of trisection, which means we have to find P and Q, because P and Q divides AB, the full line, into three parts. So we have to find the coordinates of P and Q. So see, each portion is equal. AP, PQ, QB are also equal. So we have to find the coordinates of the points of trisection of the line segment joining the points A and B. So here A and B is a straight line. Trisection means we are dividing the line into three parts. This is the first part, this is the second part, this is the third part. So using 2 points, we can divide a straight line into three parts. Now we have to find the points of trisection, which means we have to find the coordinates of P and Q. For that, we have section formula. In section formula, we have x1, y1, x2, y2, m1, m2. So x1, y1, x2, y2 is in this question. Now I have to find m1 is to m2. So it is said that it is a trisection. In order to find the coordinates of P, in the left side we have only one part and in the right side we have two parts. So I can take 1:2 as the ratio. And in the case of Q, the left side is of two parts, first part, second part, and the right side is of one part. So I can take this ratio as 2:1. So if I substitute m1 is to m2 as 1:2, I get the point of P. And if I substitute 2:1 in the section formula, I get the coordinate of Q. So here are the steps. Here the point P divides AB, the full line AB in the ratio 1:2. Here, because on the left side of P we have 1 and on the right side of P we have 2 segments. So 1:2. Here P divides the whole line segment by 1:2. And we have to simply substitute m1, m2, x2, x1, y1, y2 into the section formula. We have to substitute m1, x2 here is -7, m2 is 2, x1 is 2. So like that you have to substitute all the terms. M1, M2 are the ratios. Finding values, 1 into -7 is equal to -7, 2 into 2 is equal to 4, 1 into 4 is equal to 4, 2 into -2 is equal to -4. So after calculation I got -3/3 and 0/3. Therefore xy is equal to -1, 0. -3/3 is equal to -1. So the point P is -1, 0. Now I have to find Q using this same x1, x2, y1, y2, but the ratio changed. The ratio changed to 2:1. For finding P, I used 1:2. In order to find Q, I have to use 2:1. Q divides AB in the ratio 2:1 because to the left side of Q we have two portions and to the right side of Q we have only one portion. So Q divides the whole AB into 2:1. Here 2 and here 1. The coordinates of xy is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2, and like y is coordinate, you have to write the section formula. You have to substitute into the section formula. So you will get the answer -4, 2. So you have kindly verify yourself whether this answer is right or not. So we found P and Q. We are moving on to the next question. Find the ratio in which the y-axis divides the line segment joining the point 5, -6 and -1, -1. Also find the point of intersection. Find the ratio. So we have to find the ratio. Y-axis divides line segment. So read this question. We have to find the ratio. In which y-axis divides the line segment. Before that, I am simply drawing a graph. So this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So any point on the y-axis is of the form 0, y, because for example this is 0, 1, this point is 0, 2, this is -1, 0, -1, this is 0, -2. So all the x values are 0 here. So a point at y-axis means the x value is 0. So at y-axis the coordinate is of the form 0, y. X value will be 0. In order to find the ratio, I am taking a sample ratio as k:1. So this is the line segment dividing the y-axis. We have to find the point of intersection. Suppose this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Suppose it is in the ratio k:1. Suppose the line is of the form the point of intersection divides the line into k:1 ratio. So also AB, the line segment joining points 5 minus 6 minus 1 comma 4. This is minus 5 minus 6 and this is minus 1 minus 4. So the line segment joining 5 minus 6 and minus 1 4. Y-axis divides, means it divides the y-axis. It is a y-axis. So this line segment divides y-axis. So we found the ratio. So using section formula, we write. So as I already said, the x value will be 0. So I have to substitute x value. X is equal to 0. And I am giving m1 as k. And x1, x2, y1, y2 are in this question. We can directly substitute it from the question. And m2 as 1. So m1 plus m2 is equal to k plus 1. So I am substituting the values. Here x is equal to 0 because y-axis is dividing the line segment. And after rearranging all the terms, I get minus k plus 5 by k plus 1 minus 4k minus 6 by k plus 1. So I can substitute this 0 as the first term, right? 0 and minus k plus 5 by k plus 1 is equal to, both are 0. So I can substitute minus k plus 5 by k plus 1 is equal to 0. I am moving this k plus 1 to the right side. 0 into anything is 0. Therefore, minus k plus 5 is equal to 0. Bringing this minus k to the right side, I get k, which is equal to 5. Bringing this minus k to the right side, I get 5 is equal to k, which is equal to k is equal to 5. So we get the value k is equal to 5. And the ratio is k is to 1. Therefore, the ratio is 5 is to 1. We found the value of k as 5 is to 1. Now we have to find the point of intersection. I have to find this point of intersection. So the first x value is 0 and we have to find the point of y. For that I am substituting this k to the y coordinate. Y coordinate we have already worked out in the section formula. This previous section formula we already worked out y coordinate. Now we have to substitute the value of k here to get y coordinate. Therefore, I am just giving this 5 to this k. I will get the answer minus 13 by 3. You can verify yourself the steps. I hope you are aware of calculating minus terms and all. So we get the y value minus 13 by 3. So the point of intersection is at 0, minus 13 by 3. So now we are going to study about midpoint formula. Midpoint formula. Midpoint means the middle point. Suppose 2 points are given here. Now we have to find the middle point. Now just substitute this formula. x1 plus x2 by 2 will be the x term, this first term, and y1 plus y2 by 2 will be the second term. So simply 4 plus 10 by 2 and 1 plus 5 by 2. We will get the answer 7 by 3. 14 by 2 is equal to 7, 6 by 2 is equal to 3. So the center point is 7, 3. So this is to find the middle point, the center point of a line, x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. Now I have to find the value of P. With this question, if the points A, B, C, D are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order, find the value of P. So a parallelogram A, B, C, D taken in order means this is an order. So A, B, C, D, it is in a order. Now I have to find the value of P. And for parallelogram, the midpoint of diagonals will be equal. The midpoint of diagonals will be equal. So the midpoint of AC and the midpoint of BD are equal. So I can write midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. Now section midpoint formula. This is the midpoint formula, and midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. So simply substitute midpoint of AC. In order to find the midpoint of AC, A is equal to 6, 1 and C is equal to 9, 4. So midpoint of AC means 6 plus 9 by 2. X1 plus X2 by 2. So 6 plus 9 by 2. And Y time is equal to Y1 plus Y2 by 2, which means 1 plus 4 by 2, which is equal to midpoint of BD. B is equal to 82 and D is equal to P3. So simply substitute X1 plus X2 by 2, which means 8 plus P by 2 and 2 plus 3 by 2. So simply substitute midpoint formula. So we will get 15 by 2, 5 by 2. Xy as 15 by 2 and 5 by 2 is equal to 8 plus P by 2 and 5 by 2 after substituting values. Now 15 by 2 is equal to 8 plus P by 2. Now we have to find the point P. That's why we are substituting 15 by 2. So I can write 15 by 2 as 8 plus P by 2. 8 plus P by 2 is equal to 15 by 2. I can cancel this 2. So this P is equal to, bringing this 8 to the left side, 15 minus 8, which is equal to 7. So we will get the value of P is equal to 7. So the value of P is equal to 7 here. Now we are doing some exercises. Some of them are already done. Now this exercise 7.2, you have 10 questions. The 10 questions are homeworks. So I will say some idea of doing that problem. You have to do yourself. Don't try to copy from others. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the join of -1, 7 and 4, minus 3 in the ratio 2:3. So this is simply section formula. Here two coordinates A and B. Suppose A is -1, 7 and 4 is B is 4 minus 3. Now it is divided in the ratio 2:3. So I have x1, x2, y1, y2 and also m1 is to m2. So simply substitute to the section formula. We will get the answer. We will get the point of division, point of intersection. Next question. We have to find the coordinates of the points of trisection of these 2 points. So trisection we have already discussed, which divide the whole straight line into 3 parts. So I have to find this P and Q. In order to find P, I have to substitute the ratio was 1:2, and for the Q, I have to substitute the ratio as 2:1, and A, B is given in this question 4 minus 1 and -2, -3. So by both the ways you have to find. So doing calculation for P and doing calculation for Q, you have to find the coordinates of P and Q. And read this question. This is a little confusing but very simple. To conduct a sports day activities in your rectangular shaped school ground ABCD. Therefore, ABCD is a rectangular shaped school ground. So the lines have been drawn with chalk powder at a distance of 1 meter each. So the distance is 1 meter each. All the distance is 1 meter each. So this is drawn with chalk powder from each other along AD. Okay, from A to from D. D point is this, A point is this. From A to D we have chalk powder line to 1 meter distance. Niharika runs 1/4 of the distance of AD. So before that 100 flower pots have been placed at a distance of 1 meter. Flower pots, you know which one carries flower. So it is also a distance of 1 meter. the distance between flower pots also 1 meter. So we have 100 flower pots. Now I have to find Niharika runs 1/4 of the distance. Niharika runs 1/4 of the distance. This is Niharika, and Niharika runs 1/4 of the distance AD. AD is 100 flower pots, means each flower pots we have 1 meter. So 100 flower pots means we have 100 meter. So the total distance between A and D is 100 meter. So Niharika runs 1/4 of the AD. AD is 100. So 1/4 of AD means 1/4 of 100, because AD is 100 meter, because 100 flower pots are there. So 1/4 into 100 is equal to 100/4, which is equal to 25. So she is at a distance of 25, and also in the second rack. So I can mark it as 2,25. So consider this is x-axis and this is y-axis. 1/4 of AD means she is at 2,25, at 2 and at 25 distance. And the second line, that's we substitute the value for x and post a green flag. This is the green flag G. So G is at 2,25. Now Preeta runs 1/5 of the distance. 1/5 of the total distance. Total distance is AD. So AD means 100. 100 meter race we have. 1/5 into 100 is equal to 20. 100/5 is equal to 20. So she is at 20 and the x value is 8. So she is at 8,20. She is at 8,20 and post a red flag. So this is red. So the coordinate of red is she is running in the track of 8 and she covered a distance of 20. Now what is the distance between both the flags? Now you have to find the distance between using distance formula. The first formula we have studied in this chapter. We have to find the distance between these 2 points. This is the first question. If Rashmi has to post a blue tag, exactly halfway between the line segment joining 2 flags. So the half, correct midpoint, she is placing a blue flag. Where should be she post her flag? So you have to find this midpoint using midpoint formula, using these 2 points. So you have to find the distance between these points, and also you have to find the midpoint using these 2 points. The major thing is, the important thing is, you have to place this flag correctly. So in the second track, Niharika is running, so x value is 2. In the 8th track, Preeta is running, so you have to write 8 in the x value. And Niharika covered 1/4 the distance. 1/4 of 100 is equal to 25. So the y value is 25. 1/5 of 100 is equal to 20. So here the y value is 20. So you have to find the distance between green flag and the red flag, and also you have to find the midpoint. Exactly half means you have to find the center. So kindly try yourself. So all these homeworks are to be done in your half paper, and after I will upload the correct answer in your group, then you can write it in your notebook. Next question. Find the ratio in which line segment joining the points -3, 10 and 6, -2, -3, 10 and 6, -8, 6, -8 is divided by -1, 6. So we have section formula. we have to find m1 and m2. We have to find the ratio using section formula. So try yourself. The same model question we have already discussed. Now we have to find the ratio in which line segment joining AB is divided by the x-axis. So here x-axis is dividing a line segment, which means the y value will be 0. For example, this is 1 0, 2 0. So all the y value will be 0 here. This is 5 0. So all the y value will be 0 here. Dividing by x-axis means, for example, this is the point of 1 0. This is 2 0. So all the coordinates of x-axis is of the form x comma 0. The second value will be 0. So I can write x comma 0 is equal to using section formula. I have to write that both terms with m1 and m2. Now I have to substitute this second term to 0. I will get the ratio m1 is to m2. Also I have to find the point of intersection. So as in the y-axis we have to substitute 0 first. Then you have to find the x coordinate here. So do it yourself. If any doubts you can contact me. So in this parallelogram we have to take, so the same model we have already discussed. Suppose this is a parallelogram 1, 2, we have to give names A, B, C, D, X, 6 and 3, 5. The midpoint of A, C will be equal to the midpoint of AD. So you have to write section for midpoint formula, and midpoint of AC will be 1 plus x by 2 and 2 plus 6 by 2, which will be equal to the midpoint of AD, BD 4 plus 3 by 2 and 5 plus y by 2. Simply add this y coordinate and divide by 2. So 1 plus x by 2 will be equal to 4 plus 3 by 2. So 1 plus x by 2 will be equal to 4 plus 3 by 2. 2 get cancelled. 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. So find x. X is equal to 7 minus 1, which is equal to 6. The x value will be 6 here. And 2 plus 6 by 2, which means 8. 8 by 2 is equal to 4. So I can write 5 plus y by 2 is equal to 4. I am giving this, or else don't divide. 8 by 2. 5 plus y by 2 is equal to 8 by 2. Cancel this 8. Y is equal to 8 minus 5, which is equal to 3. So kindly try yourself. If you get answer 3 and 6 for x, you will get 6, and for y you will get 3. If the answers are correct, then you done it. Find the coordinates of point A, where AB is a diameter. So I have a circle. AB is the diameter. Now I have to find the point A. Center is 2 comma minus 3 and B is 1 comma 4. So A we don't know, so we substitute as xy. Now I have to find the coordinates of A. Center means we have to use midpoint formula. So x1 plus x2 by 2 is equal to 2 here. x1 plus x2 by 2, which means x plus 1 by 2 is equal to 2, the center. And also in the case of y plus 4 by 2, y plus 4 by 2, the midpoint is equal to minus 3. The midpoint is already given. So x plus, in this first expression I get x plus 1 is equal to 4. In the second expression I get y plus 4 is equal to minus 6. Multiply the denominator to the right side. So x plus 1 is equal to 4 means x is equal to 3, and y plus 4 is equal to minus 6 means y is equal to minus 10. So x is equal to 3 and y is equal to minus 10. Therefore, the coordinates of A is 3, comma minus 10. So this also you have to try yourself. So if A and B are minus 2, comma minus 2 and 2, comma minus 4, find the coordinates of P such that AP is equal to 3 by 7 AB. So I have to find the ratio first. For that, take this AP is equal to 3 by 7 AB. AP is equal to 3 by 7 AB. So AB is divided by a point P. So for AP is equal to 3 by 7. I can write AB as AP plus PB. I just AB is the full length. In order to, instead of full length, I just divide AP plus PB. AP plus PB is equal to AB. So I substitute AB is equal to AP plus AB. I just bring this 7 to the left side. So 7 AP is equal to 3 AP plus 3 PB. I multiplied 3 to the inside the 3 to each AP and PB. So 7 AP minus 3 AP, which is equal to 4 AP. I bring 3 AP to the left side, which is equal to 3 PB. So I am dividing this PB to the left side and bringing this 4 to the right side. We get AP by PB is equal to 3 by 4. Therefore, I get the ratio AP is equal to 3 and PB is equal to 4. So M1 is to M2 is equal to 3 is to 4. First, from this question, also you have to draw the line AB is divided by P. Instead of AB, I substitute AP plus PB. Instead of this full line AB, I substitute AP plus PB. So bringing this 3 AP to the left side, we get 4 AP and 3, which is equal to 3 PB. So I found ratios using division. AP is to PB is equal to 3 is to 4. Now I have to find the P. We have x1, x2, y1, y2 and also m1 is to m2. So we have to find the coordinates. So very simple. Now we have to find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment minus 2, comma 2 and 2, comma 8 into 4 equal parts. So minus 2, comma 2 and 2, comma 8 is divided into 4 equal parts, means we use 3 points to divide P, Q, R. So simply in order to find ratio for P we have here 1 and here 3 ratio. So 1 is to 3. For the left side of P we have only one portion and for the right side of P we have 3 portion. So 1 is to 3. We have to find Q. Q is equal to 2 is to 2. Which means Q is the center point. Both ratios are same, means Q is the center point. So using midpoint formula, we can find the value of Q. And for R, we have to use, for the left side of R we have 3 portion and for the right side of R we have only 1. So I have to use the ratio 3 is to 1 to find R. So 1 is to 3, midpoint formula 3 is to 1. We have to find P, Q, R. So using section formula as well as midpoint formula, we have to find these 3 points. Also try yourself and find the area of rhombus with vertices. Find the rhombus with vertices. This is a rhombus. So 4 vertices are given. So area of a rhombus is equal to 1 by 2 into product of diagonals. You have to write product of diagonals in full form. So product of diagonals. So I have to find the diagonals. So first I have to find the 4 coordinates are given here. Product of diagonals, which means I have to find the distance of diagonals. So I have to find the distance of 3, 0 and minus 1, 4 first. So I will get a distance into same a distance between minus 2, minus 1 and 4, 5. I will get another distance, and 1 by 2 into this product of diagonals, I will get the area. So you have 10 questions to answer. The answers are given here. So this answer is not for looking and writing. After you completing each step or after you completing the problems, you have to verify yourself whether this question is right or not. So make it right. You have to write your steps, and for the next class I will upload the answers so that you can cross check your answers. So I gave you answer here, which means don't copy from this. After answering, you have to verify yourself whether this answer is right or wrong. Then only you will study. Kindly don't copy from others. You find yourself, verify your answers are correct. If answer get wrong, search for the mistake you have done. Still also you have doubts, you can contact me, you can call me or you can text me if you have any doubts. So by the next class I will upload the answers also, so you can verify the steps also in your answer. Okay, thank you.